So the first card out we've got is Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And this is in the Malkuth position. It's also known as Kingdom. This represents life here on Earth, matter, form into matter, you know, life, the four elements, earth, air, fire, and water. And with Wheel in reverse, it's saying that you may have been experiencing a turn of bad luck recently. It may have felt like things weren't going your way, or it may have felt like things were in delay, or there was some fear, doubt, or resistance to letting things unfold naturally. There might have been a feeling of swimming against the current, Sag. But let's see what else is coming up for you. This is the foundation position. It's called Yasad, and it's ruled by the moon. It has to do with your emotions. And it looks like you're ready for a new beginning, Sag. You're a fire sign, and this is the Ace of Fire, which means new beginnings, new optimism, new vitality, new passion, new energy. You may have just begun something new, or you want to begin something new. This also speaks to that fresh start energy that I was getting from that full moon, the 0 degrees Virgo. It's sort of like saying you want a fresh start in something. Aces are always new beginning. And this means this is the same energy of someone who is beginning something new, running a race out in front of a parade. It's new, fresh, vital energy. So if you feel like things have been sort of gears have been grinding, Sag, this is saying that what's going on in your emotions is you're craving a new, fresh start. And then here in your Splendor position, this is ruled by Mercury, which has to do with communication. This is called Hod. And what's coming up there for you is 2 of Swords in reverse. So this looks like a stalemate. This is also right around this new moon. So there's something that 2 of Swords usually means checking out. You can see the person is blindfolded there. They're not wanting to make a decision on something. So they check out and it stays stagnant. In your communication position, it may mean that you're coming to a stalemate on something. It's something that you kind of don't know which way to go, whether to go left or to go right, what to say, what decision to make. So you're kind of just staying still there. Let's see what's in your Victory position. This is ruled by Venus, and we have the moon. So things that you value are going to be letting what's buried in your deep-seated emotions to come up for air. The moon has to do with secrets, with things that come up for evaluation, to see whether they're real, to see whether they're fantasy, to see whether they're your imagination. A lot of times the moon has to do with things that are not what they appear to be. The moon is a reflection of the sun's light, so it's sort of a false sun. So oftentimes this is a card that has or beckons a time to evaluate, you know, is this real or is this not real? What's reality versus what's fantasy? What's illusion versus what is permanent? You know, what is changeable? So a lot of times this is a moment. What's valuable to you right now is to really take some time to evaluate what is actuality and reality versus what's fantasy and what is, you know, sort of lies or secrets or things that aren't what they appear to be. What is an illusion right now? And then their next position is the Sun position. This is called Beauty or Tippereth, and it's guided by the solar plexus chakra. Here you have 4 of Cups in reverse. So this means coming out of a period where you felt like things were stagnant. It's kind of interesting because it's echoing this card. This is about stalemate and this is about stagnancy, but this is in reverse. So it's saying that even if in the past you may have felt like things were always the same way, they're going to be the same way, you know, this is sort of like going on a hamster wheel, Sag. It looks like you're opening up to new opportunities and new possibilities. So if there has been a feeling of the weeds growing around your dreams, or feeling like, this is often, I call this my Rip Van Winkle card. So he's checking out, he's not seeing the cup that's being offered to him by the universe. With this in reverse, I'm actually liking it in reverse because it means you're coming out of a period of maybe being a little withdrawn, maybe being, sorry about that, Sag, my camera just cut out. But anyway, you might be coming out of a period of hibernation or of stagnancy, or just you're starting to see that the world has more to offer you. So I like that in your consciousness position. Let's see what else is coming up next. This is your Mars position. It has to do with desire and will and action. This one is severity. It's called Gebera. And in this position, you have High Priestess in reverse. I'm really seeing this as similar to the Moon card. She's sitting here on this crescent moon, and High Priestess usually has to do about trusting your intuition, trusting your gut feeling. Sometimes it can be about secrets that are coming to light, or maybe that are being held in. In reverse, it's usually about secrets coming to light. Also with the moon here, there's information that's coming up from the deep. And this is echoed again. With this being your desire and will and action, there's some way in which you may not be trusting your instincts about, or your inner knowing about what action to take. But at least you're seeing that there's more possibilities, Sag. Let's see what's in your blessings position. This is Mercy or Chesed. It's governed by Jupiter. And here we have the Hangman in reverse. So the Hangman in reverse sometimes has to do with being concerned about what other people think, other people's perceptions. In the upright position, this is actually the upright position, it usually has to do with being authentic, walking your own path, doing things your own unique way, seeing things from a different perspective. What's a challenge for you right now is that you may be seeing things only from your own perspective. And what could be a blessing to you is trying to see things from the other person's point of view. So if you remove any fear, doubt, or there may be fear, doubt, or resistance that is preventing you from considering another person's point of view, but it could be really a blessing to you if you do consider things from a different point of view. That's the enlightenment that Hangman gets from hanging upside down, is that he sees things from a different point of view. So that could be a real blessing for you. But you may have some fear, doubt, or resistance to doing that because it came out in the reverse position. Just like there's something you're not trusting, Sag, about your internal process. So I'd like you to get quiet and listen within. There may be some good answers for you there. Then we have Bana, which is the understanding position. This is governed by Saturn. So this can have to do with lessons or challenges. And this is Six of Swords in reverse. So Six of Swords is usually about moving on from somewhere, going from charged, chaotic waters to smoother horizons. I'm seeing that you're having a hard time moving on from something. This usually means also recovery and healing, finding peace, finding serenity, going from chaos to serenity. With your understanding, or in the Bana position governed by Saturn, there's some challenges or lessons to be learned about moving on from something. You're having challenges about moving on from some sort of chaos or chaotic situation. You're having trouble, recovering from it or healing from it. There's a need to move on, but because it's in the reverse, you're having a hard time letting go. You're having a hard time getting to that next shore. And I'm seeing it has to do with, in some ways, with Two of Swords being checked out or stalemate and High Priestess. There's a way in which you need to trust your inner knowing, Sag. Just moving on from it. Let go or be dragged is often a saying that comes up for me when someone is having a hard time moving on from something. Let's see what else is coming up for you. This is the Wisdom position. It's also called Chokma. And this is Ten of Cups. How nice. This is the peace, harmony, the splendor at the end of the rainbow card. It's the most amount of emotional fulfillment. So the wisdom is that happiness and joy is our natural state. That is, where we flourish. That is where people come together. That is where there's harmony and joy and order within the family. I'm really getting that for you, wisdom is going to be coming from within your family. So tap on your family to give you wisdom to fill your cup, metaphorically. And then let's see that your highest consciousness that's available to you this month, Sag, is 10 of Coins. This is a wonderful card. It's security. This is about feeling stable, safe, and secure. Sometimes, too, this is the inheritance card, so sometimes this can be a windfall of unexpected money. But what I'm seeing here is that really there's a sense of stability and security in yourself that is going to be your highest consciousness this month. I'm noticing that your two highest nodes here are both 10s, 10 of Cups, 10 of Coins. This is emotional fulfillment. This is physical or financial fulfillment. So it's telling me you're coming to the end of a cycle in terms of feeling emotionally satisfied, feeling abundant, feeling safe and secure. This is really where it's at for you this month. And you have an ability to attain that. So that's a great focus for you. And you may be receiving some unexpected money. So if February opens up with feeling like things aren't going your way, that you're ready for a fresh new start, but you're not sure which way to go, you're not sure what's real, what's not real, you know, you are opening up to new possibilities, Sag. I'm seeing that. You may need to trust your inner guidance and see things from a different perspective. That's really going to help you. You may have to let go of a situation that felt chaotic, and then you're coming to this wonderful sense of emotional fulfillment and physical safety and security, and you're completing a cycle there this month.